A very good morning, traders, and welcome back to another daily market outlook. EURUSD has started to push down lower in towards our target of 1.06, which is the overall major swing low down below over here. As we can see currently to our left, there are no major or clean areas of demand, which in my opinion would cause the market to reverse all the way back in towards the upside. Now, looking at the market itself, we can very clearly see, and as mentioned in yesterday's video, that the sellers are still in control. So there was absolute no reason to be looking for buys. As we can see, we have the buy up, we have the sell down, we have the buy up, we have the sell down. Therefore, the overall trend is simply bearish in towards the downside. We can currently see that this daily fractal high is in control, and obviously there is still an opportunity for the market now just to reverse before taking out this overall swing low and then come back up in towards this supply zone. Yes, then we have another selling opportunity, but for now it seems like euro dollar is just ready to fall down lower throughout this week and hit this fresh area of daily demand, which we have located over here. So this is very simply said how I trade. All I look for are major key points within the market which could cause reversals on the daily, and I trade towards them. If there is no fresh area of demand, there is no major swing low, for me there is no reason to be looking for any reversal back in towards the upside. So therefore, looking for this major swing low over here again at around 1.06 on EURUSD. If we do pull back in towards the upside, then obviously we will be looking for shorts from those higher levels. Now, looking here at the 4-hour time frame, there are several areas of supply where we could be looking for shorts. We have this current area of supply which is formed, and we also have this second area of supply as well, and we also even have this upper area of supply as well. So quite a few areas of supply where the market could sell off from. Looking at the current 4-hour candle closure, it is not looking very strong bearish at the moment, so this could just be a swipe of liquidity to fuel the next move up. If that is the case, perfect, then maybe we will see some short-term upside where we could look for shorts from either this supply zone or this supply zone, and then I'll just be waiting on the 1-hour time frame or the 50-minute time frame for a structural shift to then look for a potential shorting opportunity. If we see a strong candle close over here in the next 2 hours without taking out that major swing low, then just look for a potential pullback in towards that buy before the sell, and then get in on a sell opportunity on the 1 hour or the 15 to then take it underneath that 1.06 level. Now, that is what I'm looking for on EURUSD. Going into the dollar index, the dollar index has obviously, with EURUSD falling, the dollar index has pushed up higher. So looking here at the daily time frame, currently our expectations are still coming to fruition. We know that we have these descending highs still open. So descending highs are just simply highs next to one another, where each high is a lower high. And when you have all of these lower highs, to me it just means, okay, there is a very obvious trend line. And when there's a very obvious trend line, I just understand that that is where stop losses are positioned within the market, hence why I'm targeting those levels. Furthermore, the dollar is still bullish, with obviously Trump being elected as president, and of course also just from a fundamental perspective, what I've already mentioned, the dollar still is looking bullish against the euro, against the Australian dollar, against the yen. So for me it still makes sense for the dollar to start or continue pushing up higher. Going into the weekly real quick, the weekly still has a fresh area of supply over here which we're currently based inside of, but I'm not convinced that this weekly area of supply is going to do anything until we see a lower time frame trend shift. Now, if we do see a lower time frame trend shift, yes, then we have a fresh area of supply which could push the market down lower. But otherwise, if we break above this high, then if we look left, there is absolutely no fresh area of supply to cause a full-blown reversal from the dollar, and then I will be looking to trade it towards 108. Going into the daily real quick again, what do I mean with a lower time frame trend shift when we're on the weekly? I just simply mean a shift in character here on the daily time frame. So a break of the bearish candles low over here. That for me would be an indication that we could sell off. But for now, what do we have? We have daily demand that is in control at the moment. We saw a strong daily candle close yesterday. Therefore, this overall sell before the buy is your demand in control. Going into AUDUSD, AUDUSD here has started or continued to sell off, and this is kind of what I was warning for yesterday, in the sense that yes, we saw a daily fractal structure change, and with daily fractal structure change, what do I mean? I mean this, right? So we go from bearish to bullish from individual candlestick structure, but looking here at the 4-hour time frame, there is just simply no bullish momentum. And sorry for the background noise, guys, but there's no bullish momentum. Now, looking here on the 4-hour, you could classify this as your demand zone, but remember remember what I mentioned in yesterday's video, there is no liquidity. Therefore, it made sense that we were to take out this low over here, and then maybe if we see some bullish momentum again, we can expect further upside prices and see this as a sell before a buy, which can then act as an area of demand. But for now, not interesting until we see some bullish momentum come back, because obviously with the dollar being bullish, Aussie dollar will head down lower, right? So only if we start seeing some weakness from the dollar, then we could start expecting a reversal back in towards the upside. Now, the same goes for GBPUSD, the same goes for NZDUSD, but GBPUSD has sold off pretty heavily already. As you can see, I was not very interested just because of the consolidative nature of GBPUSD. Now, looking here at GBPUSD, we can clearly see that the daily fractal structure has now continued bearish in towards the downside. For now, this is a much more clear area of supply. It seems that we're now breaking out of the area of consolidation. With consolidation, I mean the price action that we had over here. So now just looking for this and for the market to continue down lower here on dollar. Going into NZDUSD, NZDUSD itself is still very consolidative, not interesting at the moment. Yes, we have, just like with AUDUSD, demand zone over here that is in control. But then again, what did we expect? We expected for us to go and move towards this fractal low, which we have now pretty much done. This for me is a low that is 90% certain to get taken out this morning. Then if we see a shift in the order flow, yes, we could look for further upside again, but until then, just follow the order flow further in towards the downside. Last of all, we have gold. Gold itself is pushing down lower, and as we can see, we came back down in towards this area of demand, but no bullish momentum at all. The overall order flow just remained bearish, and we are continued to pushing down lower as long as the order flow does indeed remain bearish. Overall, what I'm looking at is this area of demand, which we have over here at around 2500. We had another area of demand over here as well, which we have now tapped into, and you could classify this as a strong area of demand as well, as we have this liquidity low right below it or above it. So now what I'm looking at is a lower time frame to see if we want to see a push again in towards this area of supply. So looking for a potential trade here on gold for around 50 pips back up in towards the highs. Going in towards the 1 hour time frame, what I'm now looking at is to see, okay, can the 1 hour give us some bullish momentum? What I would like to see, because now 1 hour supply is in control, wait for that supply zone, wait for new supply zones to be created, and wait for those supply zones to get broken, and then see a new demand zone formed over here upon a change of character, change in structure. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Wish you all a fantastic trading day, and we will speak soon.